today that I will read you the My Anthem and the Watermelon Seeds. Long ago, during the Hun dynasty, there was a wise and hardworking orphan named My Anthem who earned a mega living happily, an elderly couple who lived nearby. One summer day, King Hong and his royal court rode through the farm Zhou and were told great tales about the orphan. Moved by the orphan's warm heart, the king decided to adopt the young boy and bring him to his kingdom. As the years passed, My Anthem grew up to be a strong and brave man. He proved himself worthy to the king, who admired his virtues and values, and the king gave him great love, support and protections. He even gave his daughter hands to My Anthem and gave the couple many rare and precious gifts. One day, My Anthem invited the princes to his house for a feast. Everyone enjoyed the company and took turns sharing stories. The eldest prince said how powerful and lucky he was because he was born first and is expected to be the king's successors. The second prince jumped to try stating that the king needed a strong successor to protect the kingdom. Stories went on and on and on. Though everyone knew that the king loved and admired My Anthem the most, and they were eager to hear his story. And as always, I believe in learning how to be happy and successful with what I have. I am grateful for the blessings of wealth, love, and power from the king. But it doesn't change who I am, said My Anthem humbly. The youngest prince always jealous when he saw his father, especially favors to his adopted son. Rushed back to the kingdom and told different stories, saying that Maya was unfaithful and forceful, anonymous, and disrespectful to the king, and hoped to overthrow him. Unfortunately, the king ordered his soldiers to take My Anthem to his family. Averted the king to his family to a deserted island with nothing but his old blade and some dry seeds. The king wanted to punish and arrested the unwanted and faithful adopted son. Let's see if we can live without my heaven blessings, he cried. The next day, My Anthem's family left the kingdom by the royal soldiers. After 3 days, they reached the island. Please govern my deepest gratitude and respect the king for blessings. Generously and kindness to me and my family. My Anthem said to one of the soldiers. The royals returned to the kingdom. It was dark and chilly that night. My Anthem could find no shelter, not a cave, but a cave by the shore. Let's stay here for tonight. It will protect us from the cold winds and wild animals. My Anthem said to his wife. The next morning, My Anthem woke up early early. He went along the shore to collect seaweed, then up to the hill for firewood. Deep in the forest, with his old blade, he cut bamboo stalks for building house and bamboo shoots for food. 4 years passed. The children grew up fast. They learned to find beans and other vegetables and grow them in the garden. Mai and Tim spent a lot of time tilling the rocky soil. When fishing, his wife made some warm clothes from animal skins and prepared bitter, hardly seeds. Their life was stable. One day, while resting on the hill, Mai and Tim saw a flock of crows flying by the island, croaking. And scolding angrily. Suddenly he noticed something seeds falling down from the sky. He ran up to the hill and surprisingly spotted some black seeds that scattered everywhere. He collected them all and chose a good spot on the hill to plant them. For before long, the whole hill was covered with strong green vines, bright yellow flowers, and many big, strange round fruits for all sizes. I don't know if this fruit is edible or how to eat it, said his wife. Crows dropping the seed from the sky, and if the birds can eat it, we can eat it as well, Mai replied. Then he chose the biggest fruit and cut it in half. To his surprise, inside the green reed was bright red plump, dotted with black seeds. The fruit was so juicy and sweet. Let's name it Zuho because it tastes like melon, said Mai and Tim. Excited by the new fruit, they used the seed to plant other crop. Within months, they harvested more big melons. One day, while collecting seaweed, Mai and Tim had an idea. He ran back to the melon hill, selected a half-dozen of the melons, and carved his name and a map of the island on the green reed. He rushed back to the shore and set the melons out driving in the sea in the hope that a sailor could find it. Every week, more melons were thrown in the sea until one day a merchant ship came to the island and looked for the owner of these delicious fruits. Many more ships came to buy the unsalted fruits. Mai and Tim's life became busier and more comfortable. With the merchant's help, he was able to send the finest melons to the king. One day, among the unsalted dishes, the king noticed fresh slices of red fruit dotted with black seeds. He had never before seen such a fruit. He tried one piece and enjoyed it very much. When he asked about the source of the fruit and learned of the island from which it came and of a man who sent it, the king realized that the giver of the wonderful fruits was his own adopted son. Taught by my loyalty and gentleness, the king ordered the soldiers to bring his family back to the kingdom. He regretted that he had misled his soldiers to bring his adopted son. My anthem is right. Through good times or through tough times, nothing changed who he is. He deserved to be blessed. The king planned since that day your whole watermelons were planted throughout the kingdom to honor my anthem. Okay.